Hi, this is Camilita again. Welcome to another episode of the Camilita podcast. This is where you learn to live like a champion. On today's episode, I want to talk a little bit about selling at level 5. So, welcome to this special episode. Now, remember, don't forget, click the link, subscribe so that you can hear more. Please press the notifications bell so you can hear when we have another episode coming up. And also, don't forget to leave us a review on iTunes. So, welcome to another episode. Do you know, I remember doing a seminar at some point and they were asking me about level 5? Like, what does level 5 mean? I'm going to talk a little bit about the psychology behind selling and why level 5 sales is crucially important if you want to truly turn your yearly income to your monthly income or you want to build a brand that pays. So let's go into it a little bit. Most people, when they start off selling or they start off in business, they usually have one, maybe two product, brand, or service offering. Okay, so most people will have a brand, a product, or a service offering, and they are selling that particular brand, that particular product, that particular service offering alone. They may have two, they may have three, but it's usually sort of one or two things that they're selling. If you truly want to monetize your brand, your product, or service, you need to sell at 5 levels. Now, you don't need to sell 5 different things. You just need to sell that one thing in multiple ways, which is what I teach. So let's dive into a little bit about selling at level 5. Let me give you a simple example, for instance. Let's talk about the simple coffee bean. Whether you drink coffee or not, we're going to talk about the coffee bean. Okay. And this whole process in selling coffee has so many different aspects to it. So you start off with level 1, which is perhaps grounding the coffee or even producing it in the first place. I used to do that as a child in the Caribbean. So we used to sell coffee and we would promote this coffee bean to the shops, and then they would come and they would buy from us. And that's level 1. You didn't get a lot of money. It wasn't that well paid, but you got something and you were grateful for what you got. And there are so many people that are operating at level 1 and they're selling perhaps hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, and they are fine with that. Then you've got level 2. Level 2 is where they grind it and they package it and they're selling it in the shops. That's your level 2. You probably will pay a little bit more, maybe about $1.50, $2, euros, or pounds for a little small packet, maybe more depending on the coffee, or maybe $3 depending on the coffee, or pounds or euros. That's your level 2. Then you've got your level 3, which is like your coffee shop. You go into a coffee shop, it's done for you, it's made for you, and yeah, everybody happy and thinking, wow, I love this, blah, blah, blah. And it's easy because you don't have to do anything. You just come in, grab your cup of coffee, and off you go. You might pay $3 to $5, pounds or euros for that particular cup of coffee because you want it inconvenience. Then you have the level 4, which is like your Starbucks, where you have that Arabica bean from Brazil, where again, you will buy a cup of coffee for $10, $15 a cup, pounds or euros, depending on where you are in the world. And that's, again, you're getting it in a nice place. You can sit down, you have Wi-Fi, you can relax, and you're drinking a nice exotic cup of coffee. Okay, that's level 4. And then you've got your level 5. This is where we call the ultimate experience. And I remember going to Arizona and going to Sedona. I absolutely love Sedona. And we went on the creek. And we were there in Sedona, and we were recommended to go and have this coffee and something at this little restaurant on the creek. We didn't know what it was. We followed instructions. We went, and oh my God, we went there. The service was amazing. The guy came up, a towel on his hand, a white towel. You know what that means? And he said, "Madam," I'm like, "Okay, I'm a madam now. What would you like? Would you like to sit down?" We knew the price. We knew the price. We go to the Ritz in London. We stay there for Christmas. We do our anniversary also. We know the price, okay? But we wanted the ultimate experience. So we went to this place on the creek. And cup of coffee. We had some cakes and stuff come up to almost about 75 or so dollars, but it was amazing. But what we got, more importantly, was the ultimate experience. We didn't mind paying it. That's your sort of level five experience level of sales or service. But I want you to just coin all of that as it pertains to your own business. So, your business, you've got a product or service offering, and you're selling at a particular level. Now, at that level that you're selling at, your client, you have your clientele, you know your market, people will buy at this particular level. But I want to share something with you that I've learned over the last 15, 20 years in network marketing, traveling the world, building businesses, all sorts. There is something called the 80-20 rule. Though that rule will never change. Everywhere you go, whether it's you're buying a car, you're buying a house, you're going on first class, um, it doesn't matter what it is. Every single way you go, you have something which we call the 80-20 rule. 80% of people will buy at a lower level. That is just how it is. 80% will buy at a lower level. It's just how it is. 20% will buy at a higher level. Those numbers will never change. 5% again will buy even more. 2% will buy even probably all of what the 98% put together, and the 1% will probably buy more than everybody else put together. Your job as an entrepreneur, business owner, or someone starting up and thinking about expanding or generating more money is to find a way to sell that same brand, product, or service at 5 levels. Because when you do, I promise you, you could literally turn your yearly income to your monthly income. Because why? Those numbers will never change. Remember, people buy at the level where they are. Your job is to create a really amazing service or experience level of offering for potential clients that will come through the door. Whether you sell candles, or whether you have a restaurant, or whether you sell shoes, or whatever you sell, or whatever your product is, whether you sell coaching and consulting, the add-ons, which is what I call it, will help you to generate more revenue because people buy where they are, not what you want to sell. And once you understand that people buy where they are and not what you want to sell, you will earn 10 times more money. I remember going to buy our car, and it's exactly the same thing. You have the bog standard car, and everybody went to buy whatever they want. But the car company knows they had cars for people that are startups to people whose business was doing millions and wanted the bells and whistles. Do you have that? Let me ask the question. Do you have that in your business? Do you have that in your service or product offering, even as a consultant? Do you have the add-ons where you're giving more value? You're giving perhaps the ultimate experience to your clients and allow your clients to buy from you. If that's the case, and you don't, I want you to go to camilita.com, to my website, click on coaching, and tell me a little bit more. Or click on my entrepreneur assessment. Tell me a little bit more. Tell me about where you can make more money, where you see gaps in your business, your product, your service offering, and you're thinking, gosh, I'm actually leaving money on the table. Yes, you are. When I got this and I understood this, I realized how much money I left on the table the year before or 5 years prior. So if you don't want a repeat of the last 3 years, 5 years, and you know that this year is your year to truly monetize, to truly sell at level 5, all you've got to do is send me a quick message and tell me, or comment below in the comments or in the chat, and tell me a little bit more about why and how you want to create that level 5 product or service offering. Because yeah, I'm telling you, it is what separates the winners from the losers. It is what separates those from generating 100 grand a year to generating $250,000 to $500,000 to $1 million a year. It is what separates the winners from the losers because they know and they understand the power of level 5. And remember, don't get hooked up on my clients wouldn't afford that or people won't buy that. Remember the 80-20 rule. They will. As long as your marketing is correct and you're attracting the right people, I promise you they will. They'll come to you and they'll ask questions because they want to buy something at their level. There are some people that say to me, Camilita, your coaching, wow, gosh, I'm not sure if I can afford that. And I thought, well, perhaps you're not my ideal client. I'm not bothered. Yet there are others will come, they'll pay $47 for a masterclass that I offer because that's where they are. And that is okay. As long as your product, brand, or service offering has things at 5 levels, you are not going to miss people at any level. Because some people, they actually just want to find out a little bit about who you are. They just want to get to know you before they buy from you. They want to get to feel as if you actually genuinely care about them, their product, brand, or service offering, rather than sell them one of your offering. And sometimes that takes a couple of processes. Sometimes that takes a couple of time, a bit of time. Sometimes that takes a while. So start at one level. Make sure you have a brand, product, or service at one level, and use that opportunity to get 5 levels of product, brand, or offering from that same thing. I promise you, it's dead simple. I've done this so many times. I've helped so many clients create multiple incomes, but more importantly, sell at 5 levels. And you can create even more. You could go up to 7 levels if you choose, depending on your brand, product, or service offering. You can, I know we'll talk about the add-ons. I teach you how to do add-ons and how to, add more into your current offering so you can generate more money. There's so much that you can do with it. But look, to get started, go to camilita.com, take my entrepreneur assessment, or click the link below, take the assessment. Tell me a little bit more about your brand, product, or service. It's absolutely free. And let's help you to truly monetize who you are by selling at level 5. I hope this session today, this episode has helped you a lot to think or to rethink a little bit more about what you're offering and a little bit more about your potential clients and the people that actually want to buy from you because they actually want to buy. They actually want to buy. Okay, there are people out there actually want to buy from you, but you need to have the brand, product, or service offering for them to buy where they are. I would sell from an ebook, £4, £10, dollars or euros, and I will sell 100 grand coaching. Like literally, people will buy at levels where they are. Some people will go through that process. They'll start at a free seminar or a masterclass. Then they might go to maybe a training session, $47. Then they'll probably go buy an online course. Then they'll go to a strategy session. Then they'll go to coaching. And it's the same with everything that we do. People, that's just where they are. Your job as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, is to have a brand, product, or service offering so that they don't feel left out at whatever level that they're in. Because your job is to solve people's problems or serve people's need as an entrepreneur. And whichever way you choose to do that, I want to encourage you today. Learn to sell at level 5. Remember, don't forget to leave us a review. If you like this, please share it. Don't forget to comment below. And don't forget to reach out to me directly. I'm all over social media, but go to camilita.com, click on Entrepreneur Assessment. Don't forget to subscribe if you are on YouTube. We want to make sure that you hear all the other things that we've got coming up for you. Okay? This is Camilita here from camilita.com saying we will see you soon. And when you get it done, I know I will see you at the top.